Baby, tell me if you like it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A long time no see, especially with these curls out. You guys have been seeing my hair twisted up so much because I've literally just been living in that style. I took my hair out because I'm going to be wearing it out big in my big wand curls for my birthday next week. So I'm giving my hair a break, but trust, those twists will be right on back. So as you can see from the title today, we're going to be talking about some healthy personal development habits or routines that you should be incorporating in order to see success in your life, in your business, and in general, just to kind of overall make that switch in your mindset. So if mindset, personal development, spirituality, if those things are what you are interested in, then definitely stay tuned. This video is for you. If this is your first time, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the Chameleon family. We are growing every single day, and I am so humbled by you guys' grace. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I feel like these practices or these habits will definitely lead you down the road to success. I have been implementing a lot of these things within the past year and a half, and I have seen a big switch just in my overall mindset, the opportunities that arise, and then my day-to-day interactions and my day-to-day life has literally just changed from 2 years ago, a year ago. So when you think about success, I feel like for number one has no cap. I don't feel like there is a person out there, even the most wealthiest, successful person feels like they have hit their peak. There's always room to grow. There's always room to improve. And so success is a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a race. It's not where you come to the end. You're always going to find large or small events that bring you success. And so in order to set yourself up for that, you have to put in place some routines and some practices to not only change your mindset, which will in turn change the environment around you, but will also increase your amount of discipline, which is a key factor in success. So we always hear the word motivation, and I don't really like to use the word motivation because you can be motivated to do something, but if you don't have the discipline and the self-discipline at that, then your motivation is just hanging in the air. It's like potential. So I really don't like to use the words potential and motivation because those have a lot of if behind it. When you hear the word motivation, when you hear the word potential, those words mean that there is a possibility, but it may not pan out. Whereas though, when you are changing your mindset, you want to eliminate that if. I will, you want to, I am, I have. You want to already assert as if those things have happened. You want to take out that if in the possibility and assure yourself that it is going to happen. It is so. So I like to be driven on practice, routine, discipline, because the more you create healthy habits, the easier it will be to continue to see success and lead down that road. So some of my healthy practices have definitely been meditation, journaling, reading or listening to audiobooks or podcasts, listening and repeating affirmations, grounding, dancing, adoring myself in self-love, vision boards, and unplugging from social media. And also healthy sleep habits and accountability for my goals. So I'm going to break all of those down to kind of share with you what I do and how I've kind of incorporated them into my life so that it's easy. You also want to make things simple. A lot of things aren't going to be easy, but a lot of things are simple. And those words are really, really different. Something can be simple, but it's not easy. And we don't want easy. We want challenging. We want to push ourselves. We want to be the best version of ourselves every single day. And if something is easy, we're going to slack on it. But if there's a simple formula, then it's easy to keep up, if that makes any sense. So the first thing, meditation. Of course, meditation for me has just been everything. It's something that I still am working on every single day. I am not the best meditator, but I strive for that, and I try to incorporate it in my daily routine, weekly routine, as much as I can, because it keeps yourself centered, it keeps you focused on your goals and also on things that you have already achieved. A lot of times we tend to look away from the small victories and we only have gratitude for those big things. But when you are meditating and you are connecting with self, you are able to not complain as much and open your eyes to the small little victories that happen every single day. And with that, you will become a more calmer, happier person. Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows, but your perspective and your outlook and your mindset will adjust, and you won't be as deeply affected when those negative things happen. So it's all about a mindset game. I talked about this on my live on Instagram last week, where I talked about mindset and manifestation. And the body does not know the difference between false reality and real reality when it comes to emotions. So if you are having an anxiety feeling, anxiety and excitement in the body feel the exact same way. So what that tells you is that it's mindset. It's whether you are deciding to feel fear and anxiety and anger, or feel excitement, optimistic, and have a positive outlook. So it's all about just changing that mindset. You're gonna have those anxious feelings, but you have to know how to interpret them in order for it to not affect you in a negative way. So meditation will definitely help you to get on that path. So journaling, it's not enough to just speak these things into existence. You have to physically write them down. In order to really manifest something, you have to see it in physical form. That's basically what manifestation is. It's a thought that's brought into physical form. So the first step of bringing whatever you want to manifest into physical form is writing it down on paper, because now that paper is physical, it's tangible. And so I highly suggest just taking some time to journal, whether it's just getting your feelings and thoughts out, your goals, the things you're happy about, the things you're not happy about. Maybe 10-15 minutes, you can journal, and it's going to bring a world of a difference in leading you to success. So reading and podcasts, you guys know that I talk about books all the time over here. I have a whole video on the books that I recommend for your spiritual journey and successful journey. And I love books. I love reading. I always loved reading. But if you are now more on the wave of listening to retain your information, you can definitely do audiobooks or podcasts. There's so many motivational podcasters out there, audiobooks out there, that you can just soak up your brain with all of that knowledge. So that I feel like is kind of common, sense, but people don't really know where to get that information, or authors or people to follow that do podcasts. So I will leave those links down below for you guys to check out, because some of these books and podcasts have definitely helped me as well. So affirmations, that is my favorite, guys. When I tell you, out of all of these practices, affirmations have really been the easiest and the most effective for me. So I started listening to affirmations last year. My friend Deb, hey girl, her channel is Class by Deb. I will leave her link down below. She has all things feminine, style, information, everything. So you guys would really enjoy her channel. And so she was listening to affirmations for wealth in the shower when she was getting ready. We were getting ready to go to a fashion week show, a fashion event, and I heard it and I was like, oh, what are you listening to? And she told me the positive things that has happened to her ever since she started incorporating that. And so I was like, okay, I definitely want to start incorporating listening to affirmations as well, because the subconscious is always picking up. So if you just play something in the background, you don't really have to be paying attention directly to still receive that information. So what I started doing was every day when I took a shower, I would play affirmations for wealth. And literally after a few months, I started seeing a drastic change within my financial situation. So that's definitely one. Number two is affirmations for self-love. I feel like these affirmations have not only helped me achieve some of my body goals that I have right now for myself, but also my skin. Guys, my skin has never looked this clear in the past 10 years, okay? And so it is a true testament to not only changing up my skincare and my diet, but also speaking that self-love into myself. We don't realize how much we tear ourselves down on a daily basis. And whatever you speak and whatever you believe, it will come to pass. So the fact that I always said, oh, I'm never gonna have clear skin, or my skin looks horrible, that's how my skin stayed. And I'm not only saying that because I spoke highly about my skin that now it's clear. No, you really have to do the work underneath as well, but it definitely helped in the process. So affirmations are just another strengthening tool when it comes to meditation and manifestation, that you can bring these things into physical form. So what I always say about manifestation is you have to believe it in your mind, feel it in your heart, feel gratitude in your heart for it already happening, and say it with your words. So with those three things, I definitely know that you guys will see the things you are thinking of come to life. Grounding is next. So grounding is where you go outside barefoot and you are absorbing the energy from the earth that is flowing from the sun down into the ground, and then it's coming in through your feet, back up through your head, and back up again. So it's like a cycle of energy. And this is another form of meditation. It allows you to center yourself, ground yourself, it's in the word, and just feel more balanced. So I like to do this in the morning when I'm doing my meditation. I like to go outside, look at the lake that's in my backyard, go out there barefoot, meditate and ground at the same time. And I notice a huge difference in my day when I don't ground. I notice that things kind of throw me off a little bit faster. I might get annoyed a little faster, and let the mishaps of the day bother me. Whereas though if I ground that day, I am feeling grounded, I am feeling leveled, I'm feeling centered, I'm feeling blessed and gratitude for the day. And so if you guys haven't tried it out, definitely try it out. If you are getting into this space, then obviously you have an open mind, towards all the things that it entails. But if this is all brand new to you, you're like going outside with no shoes and standing there and closing my eyes. Like, I know it sounds a little, off, but let me put it in perspective to you in this way. Grabbing a drink of alcohol, or more than a drink, a few, getting drunk, that doesn't sound weird, right? That sounds normal, right? But that doesn't do anything for you in a positive way. So we have to change our mindset on what we think is weird and what we think is normal, because doing certain other activities, yes, I drink, so I'm not looking down on anybody, but what I'm saying is just have an open mind to things that are going to help you in life, and not think that it's weird or looks funny. Whereas though, because if somebody's looking at you and they see you, okay, that's okay, but this is helping me because I am becoming a better version of myself by implementing these things. So just change your mindset a little bit, have an open mind, and change your definition of normal and things that are normal in day-to-day society. So adoring yourself and self-love practices. So I feel like this one is where a lot of people are already on. We do a lot of pamper days. I just uploaded a video showing you guys my at-home pamper routine. And so we're used to doing that. Face masks and bubble baths and massages and things like that. We do that kind of stuff all the time. But adoring yourself is a whole nother thing. So I like to do mirror time where I adore myself. I look at myself. I observe the things that I love. I smile. I hug myself. I just poured all of that love into myself. The love that you would pour into your mom, your man, your girl, your dog. Pour that into yourself. There's not a lot of times where we step back and really, say, I love you. I love you. You're my best friend. I'm rocking with you. A lot of times people make jokes about walking past the mirror and saying, woo, you look good. But no, for real, we need to do that more. We need to show ourselves more love. We are only in this world by ourselves. We have other people that we invite into our day-to-day lives. But at the end of the day, this is all we got. So we got to start showing more love to ourselves. I also incorporate that with dancing. Dancing is one of the best spiritual self-developing practices that you can do because it releases endorphins, positive endorphins in the body that just make you feel so happy and so alive. And so I love to dance freely in my room or with my nephew, with my mom. And I do this and I just connect with myself on a whole nother level. So if you are not implementing some self-love practices, you don't have to always be so focused on career and money. Focus some of that also into yourself and building yourself up. It's a whole circle, and then you will see more success overall. Because if you fix yourself, and not fix, but what do I want to say? I don't want to say fix because nobody's broken, but because we're all divinely made who we are. We just need to make sure we're always getting back to that. So if you are always trying to better yourself, then all those other external things will inevitably be better as well. This is a big one, especially because social media is so big nowadays. For people that are in my age group, we literally had Yahoo Messenger, AOL, and we just got MySpace and Black Planet and stuff like that. So social media was just coming out when we were already in our teens, whereas though now these young kids are just exposed. That's just a part of their life. We used to just go outside and play. We didn't be glued to our phones. So I like to unplug from social media first thing in the morning, especially if you see a lot of these morning routines. You will see that 9 times out of 10 these girls are like, yep, and then I lay in bed and I scroll. No, guys, you guys have to unplug from this stuff. You have to be in the real world. The social media is a whole world of itself, and it can cause a lot of self-doubt, comparing, feelings of anxiety, feelings of self-worth being down. I mean, you see people put their best versions of themselves online, and so that does not do anything for your self-esteem, especially if you are in a spot where you don't feel your best. So unplug from social media when you first wake up. Try to incorporate meditating, adoring yourself, journaling. Just spend some time working on you, and then later on go ahead and dive in and do your scrolling. But I guarantee you will see a shift in not only how you feel, but the energy that is around you if you just unplug from social media first thing in the morning. You can project your clear goals and the things that make you happy and what success means to you. A lot of times when we see other people, our ideas of success somehow get lost in translation, and now we have goals that we never had, or have admirations for things that were never important. So when you disconnect from that world, you're able to clearly identify what success means to you and what you need to do in order to achieve that success. So I want to talk about 2 more things, which are healthy sleep habits and accountability for your daily goals. So healthy sleep habits for me have been listening to ocean sounds, listening to wave sounds, and like chakra music, and I will leave that all down below. You balancing your vibrations, also listening to affirmations, things like that. So I don't like to fall asleep. I don't have a TV in my room, and I haven't had that in my room for a long time, not just because of this but other reasons. And then I like it. But I don't fall asleep to YouTube videos anymore, or Netflix, or anything like that. I try to make sure that I'm going to sleep with clear vibrations and energy coming into my subconscious while I sleep. And I definitely have changed that up, especially because I'm a vivid dreamer and I lucid dream as well. And so my mind is already going to be creating a whole narrative in there. So to not make that go down another road, I try to have some peace and some balance while I'm sleeping. And it definitely helps me to stay asleep longer and not toss and turn throughout the night. So creating those healthier sleep habits will help you balance yourself and have a clear mind on the next day so that you can be set up for success. And then the last thing, of course, is accountability for your daily goals. So putting a routine, setting goals for yourself, not just monthly or yearly, but daily, even if they're small, because that will get you in the habit of a business mindset. So a lot of times I like to ask people, do you have an employee mindset or a boss mindset? And when I say that, they're like, oh, you know what, you're right. Because a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, start their own business, work from home, but you still are operating as an employee and not as a boss. So when you are accountable for your daily goals, that will have a lot of structure and create stability in what you want to achieve. And nobody's going to tell you to go out and do these things. Nobody's going to hold your hand. You're not going to get in trouble if you don't do it. But you will not feel good, about yourself if you're not achieving these things. So you have to hold yourself accountable in order to see success. Yes, sometimes we have those days we don't want to do anything. And by all means, I am a big stickler for taking a break. Nobody should be going every single day, 100% all day, every day. You're going to burn yourself out. But you take that time and then you come right back and you go at it. So just be accountable, be real with yourself, set goals that are achievable, don't overdo it, and you'll be on the right path. And that is it for me, guys. I hope this video was helpful, put you in the right mindset, was inspirational. Let me know down below what you do. What are some of your healthy, productive habits that you incorporate to see success? We would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. And yeah, if you are feeling these kind of videos, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. I would love to keep creating this kind of content for you guys. I will see y'all in my next one. Peace.